Yes, they're all like looking at me like, all right, she's crazy. I don't know why she wants to ride in here, but I'm like, I need walls like with this horse for sure. it's it's that one that I had at Red Barn last year, that really huge like 17 something hand thoroughbred wizard, and he's really good. But like I never rode him all last season. I just did all of the Pessoa and the long lining, and then brought him out. Like I was like, I'm not going on him, and so he's such a good boy, but like it's like sitting down and holding a strap and egg shaping no matter what, and like if he would be out in that like jumping arena, he would just like the arena has like no fence at all. Like it's just in the middle of the field. So I was like, I think I may die. So I'm gonna. I should wear a mask. Last year I had a mask, ironically, and it did help. It's so hot. Ugh, crazy. So that's good. You're going through the stretches. Just do some really good legs away. Try to get those thighs away from the block. And even more, maybe when you're finished doing those circles, bring the hand behind your back and try to pull your shoulder back just as much as you can, little by little. I'm just thinking that like I'm starting to get a little bit like forward as well. Like my shoulders want to pull forward. I think we go through these phases too, where sometimes it's better and sometimes it's worse, you know. And the more we work on it, we get better. But the minute we stop thinking about it, we just kind of shrivel back up. So I think it is really a constant battle. Good. Right? No, it's like I don't know if it stays forever, right? I mean, unfortunately, it's a constant. And then I think our work and the screen time and the computer and any of those things just sabotage any. We're constantly doing to just stay neutral, you know? Yeah, yeah. Right. Mhm. So they doing, and it's really interesting because the Lodi Fry video that I think I sent to you, the British girl, the 20-something-year-old that rides Glamourdale, it's all her videos are circulating around lately because they're doing slow motion of it, and they're really good to demonstrate too. But I just showed it to the rider at the barn where I was at right now. I'll send it to you again. It's not her canter. The canter video shows her doing a really cool egg shape, but um, it's trot video and it's slow motion of her in the passage, and you can see her bouncing the ball, like lifting, and her, her all of her buttons in the front of her jacket are going up, up, down, and then you can see that her elbows doing. So they actually have a movement out to the side, like they stay on your sides, but they don't have a movement in the angle of your arm though. They stay bent in a trot sitting. But because you're not going up and down anymore, so you don't have to try to keep your hands still. They're just already still. But your elbows have to kind of be movable. It's almost like they draw little circles in your elbows, if that makes sense. Like the bottom of your elbow would draw little circles, so they just circulate a little bit through. Um, it I call it doinging. And I think if you look at this video from Lodi, I just showed it to this lady and I said, look there, and then see her elbows are doinging. So I think, and she's like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So I think it would be a good one. Yeah, it's just accepting all the energy coming through. just accepting the energy and then going with the horse. But physically, when you're posting trout, you have to think of opening and closing them. I mean, to a point where I don't think about it anymore. I search stillness in my hands, and then that's what happens. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. I think the other thing that would be fun to do for you one day is literally. I always say, imagine that you're holding two cups of, liquid, like two coffee cups with liquid in it, and you just don't want to spill it. So it's like if you've ever carried a tray, um, like a waitressing kind of carrying a tray, you have to like hold and give and take and do, as you're going to set it down. It's kind of the same family of idea. Like you have to feel that you give and take where you need to give and take to keep the balance, to keep the hand still more. And if you were going to hold two cups of water, if you were going to take that tray and you had cups of water on the top, you almost balance it in your fingers, and everything in your body has to kind of move a little bit to keep that water from, if you just kept a really stiff arm and you held the tray and then you just moved really stiff, like it would just and all the water would bounce out, right? So I've done that before. It's pretty fun on the lunge line. I think I might have done it with Rossi, but I think Matthew would be totally fun with it too. Your horse would probably be fun with it too. Be like, oh, good, wetness, yay. He would be like, yeah, mom, keep spilling the water, keep spilling the water. All right, so let's go ahead and get trot when you're ready. This is going to be up to you, this portion of the trot. I'm going to tell you when it's just too slow. If I'm okay with it, I'm going to say I'm okay with it. And then we build from there. I think that, yeah, that's going to be up to you. If you just feel like all of a sudden he's kind of giving you pretty good energy and he feels like, you can tell it when they're kind of coming through and starting off better on one day to the other. It's just all of a sudden you just feel like, oh, I can shorten up. It's going to be fine. Like if you feel like you're going to shorten up and you're just going to hit more of a wall, then, you decide. Okay. So it's not bad. It's not taking really bad steps. This is good. Like a good start, yeah? And you wanna think about these things. You wanna think, okay, yesterday how was it? Today how is it? I always want to go through, if there's a little bit of a question, I always want to go through some very kind of back to back steady days. And if we're still with big problems with the horse, then we know we have problems. But usually we always want to rule out the consistency thing first, right? We always want to rule out, like, okay, if somebody's really watching me and pushing me for the next 5 days, that's a typical thing I do with Guillermo. Like, if I just get back with lessons and everything's a mess, I just tell him, I'm so sorry, but we need 5 lessons in a row. Like, and then after the 5 lessons, I'll cry, but I'm not going to cry on the first one. Like, I'll cry after the fifth one if it's still really bad. Good. So start to build here. Build what? Well, build more energy. But then how much energy can you get, and then how much can you build of shortening? Keep your right hip back more. Good. But how much can you build? Good. And can you build more? Good. It doesn't look so much like yesterday, huh? So that's good. Only every once in a while doing a little bit, but this is the bad way. It's just way better than starting from yesterday, I think. Keep your right hip back. Keep your right belly in too. Keep your belly in. Don't arch. Good. That's okay. Okay, good. Then we change the direction. little bit, start to shorten the reins. Touch your hands to the strap for a minute. And open the legs on the sit part. And tell him with the calves, let's go. Keep your hands on the strap so you can think about your elbows again. When you hold the strap, do you feel in your elbows again? Okay. You have to figure out how, look, okay, how do I feel this when I don't hold the strap? Good, the back's flat now, good. Tap him a little bit with the whip to energize him. Just a little, like a gentle, good, good, good. And then hold him in front, good. Hold his head really straight, hold each rein equal. Do you have more pressure in one rein over the other? Hopefully not, hopefully everything's just equal. Good. It's, for me, it's way better than starting from yesterday. Good. Now we want more drop. Check your diagonals, that will help you with his balance. Good. More trot. More. Shorter rein. Hold the strap. More trot. He needs to put his tail, think of it, his tail is out and like away from his body. We wanted to bring his tail in. Tuck his squirrel tail. Up. Up. More. Good. Good. Okay, nice, good breathing, really rhythmical. We're going to prepare for the canter, and I want you to canter again. Now, we'll start off, and it's going to be your feeling, and then I'll slowly start telling you what I want. But I feel like it's going to be, I don't know. Yeah, let's try to hold the strap and canter. Let's just see. I feel like, I'm like, I don't know. Are you going to have a longer rein? Are you going to have to go on the 2-point? Are you going to have to go? So yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay, this is good. Keep going. So just stay about here and stay in the rhythm. Good. Think about you. Think about your legs away. Think about your legs coming down, around, and find the back part of the seat. Whenever he does that, push him out in front of you with your egg shape. Keep the back part of your bum always in contact with the saddle and lift and energize and lighten the front of your seat. Ta, ta, ta. Now, 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 ta, 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 ta. Good. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Good. On the next long side, keep everything the same, but now add a little quick kick. Now, now, now. Any of those times. Now, 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 a quick kick. Any of those times. Now, 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 and relax. Good. Keep going. Keep going. Good. Good. And breathe. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Don't stop. I have to say though, even though you're holding on, I like how your hips are. I like how you're brushing the saddle. You're following around the arena on the track. This is a really big deal compared to a year ago, right? Keep tensing. And try not to be desperate. Try to say, hey, I'm going to sit up here. We may have to canter for an entire hour. So get comfortable. Help him, but say, sorry, you got to carry yourself. And do you feel how you're helping to keep him on the track with your hips? Do you feel that at all? Do you ride yourself? Do you like feel your inside hip maybe helping him to push over to the corner? Do you feel your outside hip? Doesn't matter. Get a little angry with him. Don't break yet. I know. You're going to catch a breath. I know. Keep the walk for a minute. Okay, good. One more circle, okay? Then you can break. Shorten the reins. Take your legs away and tuck, tuck, tuck. Tuck, tuck, tuck. The diagonal, change the direction. At X, you can trot. And it's, no, you twisted yourself. Careful. Keep your right self back. Yeah. Trot, and then walk up. See. Trot, trot, trot. Ah! Hind legs. And walk. Good job. Take a break. Good. Catch your breath. Very good. Much better than yesterday, I think. Yeah. Yeah. And that takes a lot of gas, you know, that takes a lot of throttle, you know, you have to kind of power him, you have to break him back and throttle up for that. So if he's lacking energy, it's extra hard. But I don't see him anything like he did yesterday. Did you look at the video from yesterday? Yeah. 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 But like a lot. Like it was a lot yesterday. But way better today. And he, you know, you didn't give him anything or anything, right? He's just still natural. Good. Good. It's always good. It's crazy that just the work, I think, sometimes too, of doing the right thing, trying to get him to use his hind legs and his back more, and then it's that in itself is very helpful. Good. Get a little like relaxed, and then yeah, say get angry, walk on, and then get really relaxed again and say sorry. You can just scare yourself. Good. Yeah. Good. 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 Did you get your breath back? Okay. I want you to can it this way. Remember, your right self back, your inside self back, everything, your shoulders, your hips, your belly. I think so. I think that was actually pretty, because I thought he'd be even more sucked back, but I think it was because you stayed with him a little bit more. It was a good thing for him. Again, yeah, this is when I say experiment because it's like we don't know each day what is going to be, helpful, right? And when you have this job, you sit really professional looking, so this is really good. Try to play with your balance back, bring your outside shoulder forward, bring your outside elbow forward, and your inside elbow back. Outside elbow forward and inside elbow back. And kenta. Yeah, yeah, good. And keep your outside, even though your outside elbow is forward, maybe shorten the rein so you keep your outside rein a little more in contact so he doesn't just tick his head